Whoa, I didn't set it up correctly this time. Okay. Good night, my friends. I am doing my whatever session it is. Third session. Jim Morrison. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. The position, I am not going to keep adjusting it. That's a good enough position as is. I'm just going to deal with my drawing for the time being. For 30 minutes, I am going to draw. And call it an evening. I might do some painting. I might not. I don't know. We'll see how it is, because it's pretty late right now. So right now with this drawing, I am basically playing around with positioning of all the values and hair and tones and whatever it is that it is. And I am drawing. That's what I'm doing. I'm drawing. And I'm going to draw some more. Put a little drawing right here, a little draw right there, a little draw right here. Yeah, just a little drawing. So, I'm going to work until I can't work no more. It's late, but I feel okay, and I think I count that for having enough water in my system. I'm trying to catch up on all the water I haven't been drinking, and so that's the reason why I haven't been feeling too well. So the main thing I'm having problems with right now is the nose. I've been bugging out over that nose forever and ever, but we're getting closer to what I'm kind of seeing, and it's developing nicely, or at least in a fashion that I like where it's going. And it might have to. I might not get the nose correct. I'm having trouble with is like making it appear level, and it appears level enough, but not from what I'm seeing. And right now I gotta adjust the eye. There's this cast shadow on the eye. If you're gonna notice that when I'm drawing at certain times is I tend to draw an hour or 30-minute allotments, and there's some reason for that. Is for one, I don't have like large chunks of time on my plate to be able to devote to do a long protracted drawing in one sitting. So I have to work around my schedule in that sense. The other sense is I tend to become from my experience, when I draw for such a long period of time, I become kind of blind to what I'm seeing, and so I have to really be very aware of that. And if I don't, I tend to make mistakes. And so sometimes I'll talk about how I'm getting tired, and the reason why I say that is because it worries me that it's kind of like driving. You know, when you're driving, when you're tired, you're like, it's almost like being drunk. And so I worry like, oh, if I don't want to do that, because then I could have there could be mistakes that come in play, and I don't want to be making mistakes. The reason why I don't want to make mistakes, for one, because then I got to repair said mistakes later on, and two, no one wants to make mistakes. That's awful. No one wants to do that. So now I'm gonna right now I'm just kind of moving around. I got a little headache. It's kind of showing. It's popping up. There we go. And we'll tease that hair right there. That looks about right. And we'll just blur you out a little bit. thing about this actual photo is literally you can't see the side of his nose right here. So I have to make it up, which makes things difficult. So I'm basically fake it to make it type of thing, right? So you notice from my drawing, I kind of bounce around everywhere. I'd rather bounce around everywhere. Not only that, for it makes things interesting, but also it's kind of a drawing tool to use, because then you bring up your entire drawing at the same time, as opposed to kind of working in one section at a time. And I believe that adds for a more dynamic feel to it. You know, when I first started drawing, I used to use pencil, and then when I started doing more classical drawing, I started using charcoal. I didn't like it. I thought it was messy and hard to manipulate. But now it's my material of choice, because with pencil, in order to get all this in pencil, oh my gosh, you'll be spending all day long just filling that area up. With charcoal, you just an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, you save so much time on the back end of your drawing, because you can cover more area quicker. You know, and I don't think anyone really talks about that part, where you can cover a lot of area really quick in your drawing. And I think that's always a good thing to have in hand. Again, with this in this drawing, in this photo I have, this whole area is left in darkness, so I really don't know where the side of the face and the hair kind of starts. It's all kind of just like, this is what I think it would be, where I think it should be, and so that's what I try to do. That's what I try to do when I'm drawing this stuff. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm leaving it kind of loose because I know I'm going to change it later on. I know I'm going to change it later on. Now, to what degree, that's questionable, but at this moment I know that it's going to happen, and so I'm leaving it as is. So I'm exaggerating that side muscle on the jaw, on the mouth there. I think because you can't see, the value is so light on the left side of the face that you can't really see it, but I want to exaggerate it a little bit so it can feel like there's more weight. It's more value for me to work with on the drawing. Oh, drawing's so fun, especially when everything kind of falls in place. It's really nice when things are going really well. And really, what happens when things go really well, it's I think it has to do with you're really able to see some of the you're seeing the tones well. You're able to translate them in a manner that you see visually appealing, right? I think that's key. Um, so as I say this, things might end up going to S in the handbasket real quick, uh, but it's going okay. I don't have any huge complaints. I'm able to. I think I'm seeing things pretty good. Um, I'm modeling the forms in the fashion that I think I want them to be. Still need to play around with the nose. It's still not satisfactory. Yeah, I think that might be the nose I'm going to have to work with. I might change it around a little bit, but I think that's probably it. And I'm also, I know that I'm overemphasizing the chin a little bit. I'm making it feel more divoted, um, and that's partially because um, it makes it feel more real. I'm exaggerating these forms because the photo flattens things, um, and I want to try to make something that feels a little bit more stronger, uh, more structured. And I think that divot makes, in my opinion, makes it feel more like a jawline and less soft. It's looking good. I think everything's going okay. The funny thing about this photo is I don't know what the top of his head looks like because they cut it off. It's actually like cut off right there. So I'm just gonna make it up, using the information that I think maybe that hair does this or something. I don't know, something like that. Kind of make it up. Yeah, it feels kind of like how it should look up top. If I were really were concerned, I would look up more photos of Jim here and then really kind of see what his hair looks like on the top. And I might do that in the future, but right now I just want to get everything kind of in place here. Just want to see things a little bit better. Um, Pull things out with my kneaded eraser here. Yep. I think it might be. I'll be getting to near the end of this session. I think uh, I'll have probably 30 more minutes of playing around with fine charcoal, and then I might start implementing some uh, charcoal pencil around the 4.5 hour, the 4 hour mark. You know, I think I got enough stuff kind of in place that I can really focus on playing around with some of the tones a little bit. So even though it looks kind of real in the photo in the video, it's actually not that. Everything in person's really soft, but far away it gets off the feeling of being pretty realistic. So I'm getting away with a lot by being very uh, simple with my forms and modeling. So I kind of like it. It's working pretty good. It's working to my favor at this juncture or junction. So I'm happy with it. I was kind of worried that I would be struggling a lot more, but things are working out pretty well. And I think part of it might be practicing the Riley head um, at the beginning there. I think I should do more of that. I think that is a very sound way of mapping out your your drawing. Oh yeah, it's looking dope. Looking sweet here. Looking real good. Liking it. Gotta be pumped. Gotta get jazzed, man. Totally pumped, stoked. Aha. I think I know what's the problem. This whole area needs to be longer on the bottom side, that negative space, a positive negative space relationship that's happening. There's a that feels longer than I'm giving credit. And that's probably might be a little too long, but I'm gonna leave it at that at the moment. Gonna leave it at that at the moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At the moment, that's what I wanna do. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'm not gonna stop. You can't stop. Uh oh. Starting to make some mistakes. Oh. We can salvage those. Those are negligible mistakes. So I'm trying to figure out exactly where his neck is. I think I was on the right spot the first time. So I keep moving that around. Wow, this drawing session went by fast. I might just start doing 30-minute sessions just to kind of. Yeah, I might have to do 30-minute sessions because of the life. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wow, 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 wee. We can always do a little bit of please, please tell me now. Is there something I could say? Something I could do to make you come my way? Wow, that is it. 10 more seconds and I'm Audi 5000, folks. Thank you for anyone that's watched this stream. It was a pretty productive little session. I got pretty far. I think I might cut it down to each one of these videos to 30 minutes as opposed to 1 hour. That way I can take breaks and get some things done because yeah, and also I think the long format is a little too long. Like, you know, an hour-long drawing session is a little too long. It drains my battery really quick, and yeah, allows me to do other things. Thank you for stopping by. Always follow me, like, share, etc. Visit my website at mattpearsonart.com.